in northern Iraq by the Iraqi government that resulted in the deaths of approximately 4,000 to 6,000 Assyrians. However, the day has come to recognize and honor all Assyrians who have paid that sacrifice. The 2/3 of our nation, about 750,000, killed in the genocide of World War I, which also took the lives of 1.5 million Armenians and over 500,000 Pontic Greeks. The Assyrian martyrs at the hands of ruthless Baathification in the 1980s, and unfortunately those still today, with those in Iraq and Syria, victimized by the ethnic cleansing committed by a new, yet all too familiar evil. Now typically this day has been observed as a more somber occasion, but as you can see, today went a different direction. Why, you may ask? It's a fair bukara. Why are we doing an event like this? Bizmara o hamzamiyat lachamini khashana kamu parking lot shota puta khamini bedvakh mngibed gavai guawana ya yukha alula. I know these are your questions. I'll tell you why. Because quite frankly, it is only through empowerment of ourselves that we can truly honor those before us and ensure that they do not fall through the cracks of history. Because as Assyrians, we must recognize a truth that we may not have realized before, and that we must tackle that truth. Now, all the tragic events that I just mentioned, they actually have more victims, more than the 750,000, the 1.5 million, and the over 500,000. The lives of these victims that I'm going to talk about now, they may not have been taken, but they are still victims nonetheless. And that's all of you and everyone watching at home. The generations after, the psychological and emotional effect of genocide upon a community that lingers long after for subsequent generations. How? That feeling of despair, despondency, negativity, hopelessness. Ima martun khobran negative mavud la omni atal ituta lisha English amni b'Quran has self-fulfilling prophecy. Yani ene takhmaniyat lashak the pilit viava pirset get khamni spy and positive atal ituta. And I get it. We've been through a lot. We've been through more unimaginable things than a lot of other people have. And my eyes are not blinded to that. But let's not lose sight of who we are, our identity, our strength, and our potential. Let us use this day and every day moving forward, starting tomorrow on August 8th, as a vehicle for productive action to combat and defeat the emotional and psychological toll of genocide. We must fight for justice and recognition of a genocide that the Turkish government denies to this day. In Sweden this year, the national TV was going to air a documentary on the Assyrian victims of the genocide, but the Turkish government asked that the documentary not be aired because it presents a debatable viewpoint from one side. Debatable viewpoint from one side. It's happening to us too. This is the ignorance and shamefulness we must fight back every day, and it starts at home, and it starts with each and every one of you. You get to know your history, you be proud of who you are as an Assyrian, and you make sure that your friends and who you meet and each and every day know about it. If one more person knows about it, you've done your job. Take part in community campaigns like our Close on the 7th campaign this year, where we encourage Assyrian businesses to close and put a sign that informs people of why they were closed, or something as simple and mundane as a social media campaign. What do? They spread awareness. They create a sense of empowerment. You become part of a campaign with people you may not know, thereby creating a sense of solidarity and camaraderie. Campaigns like these may not in and of themselves bring us what we want, but rather they are links in a long chain that are critical components in the fight for justice. What we lack in numbers, we make up for with heart, bilibba, determination, passion, and umtanayuta, patriotism. Now, at an institutional level, we must invest in advocacy, organizing and academic research of the Assyrian genocide, and advocate for recognition at the local, municipal, and state levels. It is through education and civic participation and cross-community collaboration that we will prevail in this fight, because as Senator Daniel Moynihan of New York once said, "You are entitled to your own opinion, but not your own facts." Now this year, our association, Shotaput Tamned, California, was honored to be a formal partner in the Rally for Justice on April 24th of this year. A partnership between our communities is long overdue, and I'm pleased we have gotten the ball rolling. As Assyrians, we will always stand in solidarity with our Armenian brothers and sisters and our Greek brothers and sisters in the fight for justice and recognition for the atrocities committed by Turkey. And here in Los Angeles, we look forward to continued cooperation and collaboration. Now, I'm reminded of an article that I saw this year in an Armenian news website from the rally, where it said, Assyrians, Armenians, and Greeks have a historical bond unique to us. Our past has been connected, our present is connected, and our future is going to be connected. We are always and always will be in solidarity with each other against oppression. Our ancestors did not spill their blood for no purpose. The genocide that took place has forever connected us. Armenians, Assyrians, and Greeks are and always will be united for justice. Now, indeed, cross-community collaboration is an effective tool that perhaps our communities are relatively new at, but that's okay. It's still so crucial. Not only do our voices become louder as a result, but then we realize and appreciate that we are not in this alone. Indeed, we are not alone. Moreover, let us learn and be proud of our rich modern history, of which some of you may not know. Knowledge indeed is power, and this is a telling example. The first modern schools and newspaper publications in all of Iran were Assyrian ones in the mid-19th century. We have accomplished authors and playwrights like William Daniel and Jean Alkhas and Edde Alkhas and Freydun Aturaya, Ninos Ah, whose works are timeless. We have heroes like Agha Putros and Mar Binyamin Shumun. Despite migration, despite all that's happened, in each and every city we've migrated to, from Yonkers to Los Angeles, from Sydney to Stockholm, to Brussels, to Moscow, to Paris, we've established thriving religious and national institutions to preserve and maintain our identity. That is something to be proud of, Neomti. We have raised millions and millions of dollars through charities like the Assyrian Aid Society and the Syrian Church of the East Relief Organization to fund schools and construction projects in the homeland, to do what we can to help our people there as much as we can. They're not small things. Please be mindful of that. It is easy to forget or overlook this, but it is who we are. بداين قد لخ كم ترى consulate يا بنيان كم خ بنيان خميزلتا إن أخنا سنيكا كجانا خلا نخلا to empower ourselves, to be inspired, a newer sense of Assyrian patriotism that infuses hope and aspiration, that embraces what our people have accomplished, what we are doing today, and our potential in the future, that is ready to tackle the fight for justice and recognition, and to leave cynicism and complacency at the door. To recognize and embrace that we Assyrians have a long 6,000-year existence, but despite every obstacle, we are here loud and strong and we will not give in. And as Martin Luther King said, we are to tackle the fierce urgency of now. To give a voice to the voices for our brothers and sisters in the homeland. It is only through empowered voices abroad that we can be their voice. To always remember that we are the sons and daughters of Nineveh, and that we are each part of something bigger than ourselves. That the Assyrian spirit lives and lights fire in each and every one of us, and that will never extinguish. That is how we best honor those that came before us. That's how we honor, remember, empower. Ogin Betsamo. God bless all of you. Allah barak l'umtan atureton.
جبارة خشب وبسيلك لايق خشب وبسيلك لايق خشب صبر الجورة سخمة وبلاشة دوي خيلك أيوم تشبهها دوي خيلك أيوم تشبهها خروب وسما بالدار الشمع القرب باخر شاشة بنخل القرب باخر شاشة بنخل شد زيله طيني مشي الله يا نشرة خولي زوال الله يا نشرة خولي زوال الله ربك لمتانا لا رغم الغاية متين أبدوخا متين أبدوخا المرز تزاوى أخلاق تمرت للتمام بردوي خجانا تمرت للتمام بردوي خجانا طباخ كلهم وفربت زوني قرايب يا أططاش ورايب وفرك طرف راما كلنا بشنا قصينا ولا نونا استهدنا بلي خسونا
Stay standing. So a couple months ago, when we were at the Armenian rally, we had a couple chants. So I want to do that with us, but I want to do it louder. Can you do it louder with me? So let's start. The first one, let's do it. 1915, never again. 1915, never again. And Anna, so let's be loud. 1915, never again. 1915, never again. To me, it's still not loud. Ana dimi alturayle. Dimokun alturaya. Hey and la. Hey and la. Hey and la. 1915, never again. 1915, never again. Now I like that. Honor, remember, empower. Honor, remember, and power. I am Assyrian. I am Assyrian. I cannot hear that one. I am Assyrian. I am Assyrian. Still can't hear it. I'm kind of deaf. I am Assyrian. I am Assyrian. Honor, remember, and power. Honor, remember, and power. 1915, never again. 1915, never again. What do we want? Justice. 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 When do we want it? Now. When? Now. When? Now. When? Now. When? Now. When? Now. What do we want? Justice. I am Assyrian. I am Assyrian. Honor. Honor. Remember. Remember. And empower. Empower. Say again, Ogin. I want to thank the AASC board members and executive members for hosting and planning this event. I want to give special thanks to Danita, Peter, Demno, Ray, Sarah, the Iwazi sisters, everyone that participated. I'm sorry I forgot some of your names, but all of you, all of us together did this. As a team, as a community, we will continue to thrive. I guarantee you, we will continue to thrive. So what I would like to do at this time, please join us in the Association Hall for some light refreshments and some snacks. Thank you. Chayatur.
باينخشي مقرون وقد يوخن مخان كيبورد يوم يقرانين فرسانس الكيبورد خطاب بلد مجد قنينه أشولا غابة سبايس بايوكا أبي بخطانة كنيفة كان المديال مسيلان قرقزيلان قاتوما الدرام سيلة ديفيد أويا لديان إندا البيز جيتار إيفن هاي باسي مرابا خدام يوزي شاكر بحكوه بس مجان باسي مرابا باسي مرابا يومان ورا قطري مريرة شينا وبشلامة وبرنا قويرة قطري بكل صفرة بصغايا بتمن الويخة وبقيادة اشياء فالشمان بدره وده لطري مشغولة جاوب خشامة ديوة قطولة قطري في ليلة
fidat noch freie